Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be going over aftermarket sight choices for the Glock. So the set of sights that I've got here is the Ameriglo H316. These sights are a tri-dot, meaning there are two in the rear, one in the front. These are a tritium night sight with a white ring around them, so they are pretty easy to pick up with your eyes as you push out onto your target. It's very quick to transition between targets. One thing that I would like to see be different is to have a completely blacked out rear sight so that your eye only picks up the front sight, which helps a lot with transitioning from target to target, so that you can, as you're presenting out to your target, you're immediately picking up your front sight with your peripheral vision, so you're on your target, switch, because your eye immediately picks that up, switch as you come up to the target, and then shoot. Now these are a solid steel construction sight. They are made of US steel. They are a solid steel construction, and there is no void underneath the rear sight, similar to other steel sights, and unlike the factory Glock sights, which are atrocious. Now the factory Glock sights are more like placeholders for replacing with actual sights. They're just terrible. You've got a square front sight with a round dot going into a box notch with a U shape that's on a wedge. It's very difficult for your eyes to pick up what you're supposed to be pointing at, or what you're supposed to be focusing on. Am I supposed to focus on the dot or the U or the angle on the front sight, or it's just very difficult to pick up quickly, which is why I call it a placeholder sight, because they're just terrible. They're completely made of plastic, and they have a hollow cavity in the rear sight. So as soon as you go to take off your rear sight, I've never once been able to save that sight. It's always just trashed after I'm done, because it is so poorly constructed. Obviously it's just to save some money, but I would highly recommend going with the Ameriglo set of sights. The sights that I've got on my pistol, again, are the H316. This is the Pro Operator Series. I'll show you also in a low light and no light setting. They glow amazingly, so even when it's sitting on the table by my bed, it just lights up the whole room. Very easy to pick up with the eyes. Very natural to transition from one target to the next, and as you aim down, see if I can line this up on camera, as you aim down, there's that small little window of dead space on either side of your front post, and so it's not exactly shaped to the size of your rear sight notch, so it's not for precision shooting where you're really taking your time to line everything up and get that dead zero bullseye shot. These are more for speed transitions and more of a tactical scenario where you just need to get rounds center mass, not in the circle, which having that gap on either side of your front sight post really allows for quicker transitions and to have a little bit looser of a group, so that you're not necessarily going for the small circle like this. You're going for the entire chest cavity. So in the description down below, I will link a website where you can pick up these sights. I can't link to it on YouTube anymore. They've decided not to allow us to link to gun parts. So if you click on the first link in the description, that'll take you to my website, where I will have the links for every part that I've talked about in this video and in other videos. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave it down in the comments if you want something else made, and we'll see you next time. So here are the sights in a low light setting. You can see how bright the green is shining right now, and this is, I didn't charge these sights by holding it in front of a light or anything like that. They're just naturally this bright at all times. Here you can see in a no light setting how bright these three dots shine on the sights. The front sight is a little bit far away from the camera to be picked up, but I assure you with the naked eye it's very prominent.